Good morning, YouTube. It's really early. Well, it's not super early. It's like 8:30. As I'm heading to boot camp, it's a Saturday. It's September 10th, and I just wanted to make a quick post regarding cheat meals. I've been getting asked this a lot, especially from my gym friends. And how many cheat meals do I have? How many drinks do I have, etc. So I just wanted to clarify something. For myself, a cheat meal turned into a cheat day, especially in the beginning of my journey, and sometimes a cheat weekend, and sometimes I couldn't come back from it. So, as far as drinking, I don't drink. I haven't drank since having my daughter. And even before that, I was like a social drinker. Like I'll have like a little margarita and that was it. So I wasn't really like a boozer. Um, we always made the joke my husband did that for us, so I didn't have to drink. But anyways, I don't think that this is my opinion, what I think going through my journey. I don't think that people, if their mindset isn't ready to have a cheat meal and it's gonna, have a domino effect over your entire weekend, don't do it. Um, I know it sounds really bad and you're fighting cravings and you're depriving yourself, but I don't think that you're depriving yourself for the rest of your life. It's just temporary to your mind, is where you need it to be. In the beginning of my journey, I was very strict. I had my meal plans. I was working at the time with Johnny Strauss. And I remember one day I put in my diary, my food diary for him, I had a ribeye, but it was just because he's like, oh, well, we gotta tighten that up. We gotta clean that up tomorrow. And I was like, but it was just, a birthday party was Saturday. He was like, we gotta, like basically telling me there's no excuse, and it's like, oh, okay. And then, I remember being on his plan and taking a cheat day and it turning into a cheat meal turning into a cheat day, and it was horrible. And I backtracked, and it was just so bad mentally. And then I realized, hold on a second, why am I giving all these cheat meals days? Why is food controlling me so much? Why? So I said to myself, okay, so for the next month, I'm not going to give myself any cheats. Why? Because I wanted to achieve a goal. And there really isn't a reason for you to have a cheat, because you got to train your body that food is food. It doesn't control you. And I'm a binge eater, still a binge eater. I struggle. I'm not going to lie and say that I don't, because I do. But I think that it's important, and I'm just speaking from my personal experience and giving you, my personal tips. I think that in the beginning of your journey, if mentally you can't just have your cheat meal and let it be that, and it's going to be a cheat day and turn into a weekend and etc., and then you're going to, backpedal, don't do it. Don't do it. Um, be strong. Give yourself 30 days, um, and then after that 30 days, if you want to have a cheat meal, go for it. But the big thing also is we have to stop rewarding ourselves with food. Let's say something. I got a job promotion. Okay, everybody, let's go out to dinner. Let's celebrate. Okay, it's my anniversary. Okay, everybody, let's go out to dinner. Let's celebrate. Okay, hey, I lost a tooth. Okay, everybody, let's go out and celebrate. Let's have dinner. We associate everything with food. So I think it's, we always feel that, okay, I did such a good job this week. Let me go eat. But we're not dogs. And you can't reward yourself with food for the rest of your life. And I think that's just what people, and I say me, do. Um, I remember when I was working full time at a retail store, and you know, after the big bosses came in and we passed the store inspection, our units per sale were where they needed to be, etc. Blah 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 blah. We all went out for food and drinks. Doesn't matter what time it was. And that was just like a norm. That's where we're going to eat. Where this And I think you have to get to a point where you reward yourself with something else. Go buy yourself a new pair of sneakers, because guess what? Those probably 50, $60 that you're spending on food, you can spend it on some sneakers that are going to last you and help you through an amazing workout. So, don't reward yourself with food. And I think sometimes when we're in this journey, we feel like we're missing out on food. Like, oh my God, I just went to bed and I didn't eat ice cream. Oh my God. You're not missing out. What you're missing out is in life. You're missing out for the opportunity to just be happy. And that's very important. So when people ask me how many cheat meals do you have, I said it depends. It depends. Am I the best eater? No. But I've gotten to the point where a weekend doesn't mess me up. I might have a day, or this past Labor Day I didn't eat that great, but I come back with it. And for me, food doesn't control me in the sense of I have to have this because of this. No. I am an emotional eater. There are certain things that trigger me, and I have to work through those demons. But I feel very strongly that in the beginning of your journey, not for your whole life, if you feel that having a cheat meal is going to lead through a cheat day, a cheat weekend, or a cheat month, and then you're going to backpedal, don't do it. Don't let food control you that way. Adjust. Start slow. That's another thing. People go into these journeys, and when I say people, I say myself. Okay, remember that. We going through these journeys like, okay, no more soda, no more arroz con gandules, no more pernil, no more pizza, no more this, no more this. It's just gonna be every morning I'm gonna have oatmeal. Every lunch I'm gonna have salmon and some salad. For dinner I'm gonna have some chicken and some asparagus. That's it. That's my Oh, and don't forget I gotta throw that Greek yogurt in there, and I'm good. That's I'm gonna lose this weight. Blah 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 blah. Whoop! And they go to the grocery store. They buy all this food. They spend all this money, and boom! Oh, what happened 48 hours later? They're done. We're done. Why? Because we jump into things and we think that this is going to be a huge result really fast. Now, guess what? We did this to our bodies for however how many years. I can honestly say, from middle school being a kid, not educated, triggered into high school, from high school triggered into when I got older. And then you got, you kind of look at yourself when you get older and you try, but you don't succeed. And then now it's like I'm doing my shit, and I'm doing it because I don't want my kids to be like I was with food and not working out, not being active, and letting food and TV control my life. So it's very important that we get into that space where we realize that this is a lifestyle, and it's a lifestyle change. So when you're starting this, you drink 6 cans of soda, don't stop. Slowly. Don't go from 6 cans of soda to 0. You got 6 cans, go down to 4. And the following week, go down to 3. The following week, go down to 2. If you eat rice every day, start eating it 6 days a week, then start eating it 5. This is not a race. I'm tired of people feeling like they have to compete with everybody else or whatever. Listen, everybody's journey is everybody's journey. The day that you start your journey, that's the day you started it. Forget about all these pages with all these amazing followers and they lost all this weight, they have a before and after picture and this and that. Forget about all that. Because guess what? They were you 2-3 years ago. But they just started their journey 2-3 years ago. It doesn't mean that you can't get there. So just remember that. And the reason why I'm feeling this way is because I had some really cool conversations yesterday with a few people at the gym. And I feel like it's important to share that. And I feel like it's important to say to people, you don't have to start off a scratch. It's a lifestyle. Start little by little by little. Get to where your goals. So then that way, when you decide that you're ready and you're going to have a cheat meal because you've been eating so amazing all week, it's not going to turn into a cheat day. But you have to get there. It's a process. For me, it took me a long time to get here. And I'm happy that I'm here. But guess what? It got me here because I worked for it. I made small changes that turned into big changes in the long run for me, myself, and my family. So anyways, I just wanted to share that. I'm looking at the time, and I really have to run out of here to go to boot camp. So thank you for listening to me, and I hope that I am inspiring and motivating someone, especially in the beginning of their journey, because this shit is hard. But then again, think about it. What exactly is hard? Maybe timing, scheduling, family life, this. But what we're doing is actually hard. Not letting food control us, choosing to be active. Think about that. And happy Saturday.